Welcome to the Chicago Roundtable, a show focused on local politics, news, and opinion. Today, our guest is Rick Garcia. Rick is a renowned civil rights activist and a champion in LGBTQ civil rights advocacy, including marriage equality. Rick is an inductee in the Chicago Gay and Lesbian Hall of Fame and the co-founder of Equality Illinois, which under Rick's direction became one of the most successful LGBTQ rights organizations in the country. Rick is here today to talk about his run for Commissioner of the Water Reclamation District. Welcome, Rick.
Hey, John Mar. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Rick, for over 30 years, you have been fighting for LGBTQ rights in the state of Illinois. Tell us about your experience as an activist.
Well, indeed, for more than 3 decades, I have worked on a local, state, and federal level to secure and to protect the basic human and civil rights of the LGBTQ community. In 1986, I was one of the key organizers of the successful effort to pass the Chicago Human Rights Ordinance. I also worked on a non-discrimination legislation for the County of Cook. In 1991, I co-founded Equality Illinois to successfully advocate for a statewide bill to ban discrimination on the basis of sexual orientation and gender identity. In the 90s, I also consulted with and worked with activists in 13 Illinois municipalities to pass strong LGBTQ protections in those local communities. During that time, I worked on a number of public policy issues positively affecting the LGBTQ community. You know, my years of activism culminated with the passage of the Illinois Equal Marriage Act, and Illinois was the 10th state to do so. And it should be noted that we had both Republican and Democrat votes for all of this legislation. And that was very important to us. And it demonstrates how we know how to work across the aisle and to get things done. During this time, I served as a consultant on LGBTQ issues to a lot of elected officials and candidates. And I also served on the United States Civil Rights Commission, the Illinois chapter. And I also served on the Governor's Commission on Discrimination and Hate Crimes. And through all of this, I've honed my skills of working with a wide range of legislative bodies and elected officials, and I developed a deep understanding of the legislative process on both local and state levels, and basically learning how to get things done.
But now you're running for Commissioner of the Water Reclamation District. Why?
Well, because there is no more basic human right than clean, safe water. You know, most people have no clue what the Water Reclamation District does or how it affects people's everyday lives. But to put it simply, the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District is responsible for treating residential and industrial wastewater, storm water, and it is charged with flood abatement. Very simple and yet very complex. I believe that my years of working successfully with elected officials on the local, county, and state level and working with boards and commissions, I have developed the skills and the temperament to bring people together and get the job done. I will be a strong advocate for all issues that protect the quality of our water, rivers, and ecosystems. At a time when we are still experiencing the harm of the past administration's deregulations, we need an active water reclamation district, and we need activists on that board.
And what are your top priorities?
My number one priority is education about what the district does, especially education about the contaminants we drop in our drains and toilets, which make their way into our water supply. For instance, things like prescription drugs and microbeads in our shampoo and body washes. Number 2, greater flood abatement. The district has made great gains in controlling floodwater in Cook County, but more needs to be done. I'm concerned about flooding not only in West Rogers Park and North Center, but in Posen, Robbins, and Harvard. And finally, finding ways to implement new clean, green water technologies while training our workforce on those technologies so that we don't leave anyone behind while protecting well-paying union jobs.
When is the election and how can people help?
Well, I'm asking you to vote for me in the Democratic primary on Tuesday, June 28th. And to learn more about how you can help my campaign, please visit my website, rickgarciaforcleanwater.com.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you, John Marr. I really appreciate it.
Of course. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, Chicago.